You saw the title. Now let's get into making this Alfredo sauce. First, we're going to start by adding 1/3 cup of butter. So I'm just going to spread this around so it can begin to melt and let it go. And then once it is all melted, we're going to add 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. So we're going to let that come to a boil, not a low boil, not a rolling boil. And now we're going to grate our cheese. So you can start out with some Parmesan cheese. I'm going to grate 2 cups. I would not recommend buying the cheese that's already cut in the prepackaged bag. Grate your own cheese fresh because this cheese is a different quality. It has less moisture and a lot better taste. So once your cheese is all grated, then we're going to move on to getting it in the pan. So I'm just going to give this a quick little stir. This is our heavy whipping cream melted with the butter. So let's go ahead and pour our Parmesan cheese into the mixture, and we're going to put this on a low heat and let the cheese just melt in the whipping cream. Just stirring occasionally. You need to stir it or else it will stick. So as you can see, we're going to add a little bit of seasoning, some salt, black pepper. I'm also going to add just a little sprinkle of some parsley flakes. And last but not least, I'm going to also add some garlic. If you don't like garlic, you don't have to. It's not in a traditional Alfredo, but I'm going to go ahead and add just a teaspoon of garlic just to kick it up a notch and give it a nice flavor to the Alfredo. Give that a quick stir. Actually, want to turn it down. It is boiling way too fast, so we're going to go ahead and turn it down. Give it a stir, and I want to move it off. And look at that. Nice gooey pasta. I already boiled some linguine. I didn't have to show on camera boiling the pasta. I figured you didn't want to see me say put the pasta in a pot of boiling water and just, until it's al dente. So one thing I would say, you can go ahead and just add a little bit of salt to the pasta water and maybe just a little sprinkle of oils to prevent it from sticking together. Now look at that nice and creamy Alfredo pasta, and we're going to go ahead and move on to our now that our pasta is done, let's get started with our shrimp. We have some colossal size shrimp here. First, I'm just going to take some butter and put that in our pan because we're going to be sauteing these shrimp. Next, I'm going to be adding some Creole seasoning. Add whatever seasoning you like. I'm just going to add a little Creole. Let me just open it properly. Not too much. I don't want it to be spicy, too spicy, and I don't want it to be like salty. So a little bit of Creole seasoning, a drop of parsley. If you have fresh, that's fine. I have the one in the container. And lastly, I'm just going to add a little bit of garlic to the butter in the pot. A little bit. This is probably half a teaspoon. And I'm just going to saute the shrimp in the garlic butter. So let me let that melt, and I'm going to move y'all over. So let's go ahead and just give these shrimp a quick mix with our seasoning. And we're going to go ahead and drop them right into our pan with the garlic butter. So we're just going to cook them for about 2.5 minutes per side until it gets nice and pink, and then we will remove this. Okay, our shrimp have been going now for like 3 minutes per side because they're pretty large, so I wanted to make sure they were actually cooked. So we're going to go ahead and take these out and let them rest. Whatever butter and garlic sauce you have remaining in the pan, just go ahead and just pour it right on top of your shrimp. Don't let it go to waste. Now let's go ahead and plate it up. So here we have our homemade Alfredo pasta with some pan-seared shrimp. Let's go ahead and dig in. I can tell you now, This pasta is definitely going to be better than... Definitely, you gotta give this recipe a try. The sauce is much better than buying the jar Alfredo sauce. Just make it yourself. Delicious. I know it takes a little bit more time. You just have to get your own cheese, grate the cheese. They do have cheese that's already grated in the bag. I wouldn't recommend it. I say get the fresh cheese and use it. It tastes different. And the shrimp are absolutely delicious. Cook through. Again, not too much time. Maybe 2.5 minutes on one side. And another 2.5 to 3 minutes on the other side. You got to try this Alfredo pasta. Stop buying it in a jar. I don't even like the sauce in the jar. It's not that great. Make it yourself. Give this video a thumbs up. And I hope to see you again on the next one. Thanks for watching.